Hi there, it's Brian Castellanos from the Lynn School Committee. I'm here at the Lynn Community Television Network studio. Just wanted to introduce myself, and I am just very honored and grateful to be here today. I want to thank all my constituents, all the continued supporters out there that got me back on the ballot. Getting those signatures were really difficult. They're not easy. You know, going at large, you really got to cover a lot of turf. But this has been the best job I ever had in my life. And it's been something so rewarding as a public servant. I'm a social worker for the Department of Children and Families, where I work diligently in the City of Lynn as an adolescent social worker to protect kids from child abuse and neglect. I work alongside a lot of public school teachers across the City of Lynn, social workers, our therapists, speech. I get to be a part of a lot of different units and teams to help improve our equity for our students and families in the City of Lynn. I also, for myself being, I do a lot of motivational speaking. I've been able to travel and tell my story of a kid who was first generation, low income, who's battled some serious odds as a student, and I've been able to overcome. And the reason for that is because I had the public servant. I'm here today because of the public service folks who were in my life, and a lot of those Lynn public school teachers, the coaches from Lynn English. I have a lot of people who've helped me out in my life. That fuels me. My why of running, why I would run for public office, is because I was given the gift of public service and compassion. When I was going through a lot of hard times as a kid. I went to school at Lynn English High School, where I graduated. I was able to go off to Framingham State University, where I successfully completed a bachelor's program where I got cum laude. And then I went off to get my master's degree at Salem State University, where ultimately I worked for the Middlesex Sheriff's Office as a substance abuse clinician, where I worked on drug recidivism programming to help reduce overdoses and substance abuse issues in the city of Lowell. And I all happened to come back home to the City of Lynn, where I am now, a DCF social worker. But a lot of my role as a social worker, I'm a problem solver. I think some of that skill, a lot of my skills in public service, I moved over to my school committee hat. And some of those skills are advocacy and being able to strategically make decisions, tough decisions. Part of my work the last 2 years, I was able to be part of the district-wide strategic planning committee with the superintendent and a lot of the partners around the City of Lynn to work on issues and prioritizing the issues in our schools now. I was able to really work collectively with multiple agencies on figuring out ways to work together, to team up, to figure out a solution, and to figure out best practices so we can guide this district in the way where we're going to move forward. I think moving forward, and the way we are now it was all team effort. This has been one of the most inspiring teams I've ever been on. My colleagues from the school committee, from the city side to the superintendent and his team, we've learned to really synchronize our thoughts. It's very important that we work together collectively. We have to look both ways before we cross. And I've been a liaison for my constituents. Again, I'm very grateful for all the phone calls, the emails, Facebook. I hold myself tremendously accountable. And whenever you call me, I make the 100% effort to call you back to make sure that we're going to work together so we can solve and problem solve these issues that we all face in our current climate right now. And I think some of the pieces that I've really focused on was enhancing our partnership development with the school side. We've made some personnel adjustments where we're looking for a grant manager. We're going to hire, we have a grant coordinator, because I think it's very important to partner up and to develop those channels of resources that we don't have, especially when you look at our vocational schools. When we have Lynn Tech, I think it's important too to look at the discovery. I think it's important to look at the good, the positive things that are happening now. And to really continue moving forward. And those things are really I'm passionate about, because I think we need to give our students what they deserve, which is the best. Also to make sure that our parents are feeling listened, and that we're not just speaking at them, that we're working together. And that also was another piece that I think our attendance initiative really brought to light, was to work together, to adjust policy, to focus on best practices that are going to have an inclusivity to it, not just just one size fits all. I think our superintendent's doing a wonderful job as a leader, as myself working with the collective, my colleagues and I. We all make sure that we're going to be transparent, and I think that's a huge piece to my candidacy, is to be transparent, holding myself accountable, to make sure that I'm thinking outside the box, doing homework on these issues, and to make sure that everyone is going to be working together and that your voice will be heard. And that's something that I hold a lot of pride in. And when the election, we have September, and our primaries coming up, and then and obviously the election in November. I would appreciate one of your 6 votes. If you're looking for me, I'm very accessible. You can reach me at 781-346-2087. You can reach me on Facebook at Brian K. Castellanos, and on my website, which is briankcastellanos.org. And I want to say thank you so much for your time today, and Lynn Community Television for letting us host this candidacy highlight. Thank you.